Welcome to postcard needle felting. I'm Yuli and I'm going to show you how to make needle felted postcards. This is a delightful and unique alternative to bought postcards. And what could be nicer than sending something so personal to a friend or loved one? You can order your postcard needle felting kit from the Bellacouche website. First, take everything out of the bag. Fold the bag like this. I recommend you use your first postcard as a sampler. Watch the video right through before you start, so if you're new to this, you'll get an overview of how to handle the fibres and do the needling effectively. Here are two ways of pulling the wool. To make a thin line, just pull a few fibres from the side of one of the tops. This is good for making a fine line. Notice how long the fibres are and adopt a habit of holding your hands loosely and far apart. Then you can pull a tuft off the end quite easily. Now let's look at needling. There are 3 felting needles, but you only need one at a time. The others are in case of breakages. They're very sharp and the barbs along the shank do the job of integrating the wool fibres into the felt. The barbs go up 2 centimetres along the shank. It's a stabbing action. The pad is there to help prevent breakage and to stop the needle hitting the work surface. You need to periodically peel the postcard off the pad to stop it sticking to the pad. And this is when you should be able to see the dyed wool fibres coming through to the reverse side. If you can't see this, then you need to push the needle further into the pad. In the early stages of needling, you can adjust the fibres if you need to, just by pulling them out. Sampling is worthwhile and very informative. It gives you the chance to play with the colours, making shapes, blending, and overlaying lines. I've pulled off a tuft of yellow and I'm using a photo of a seahorse as my guide and just lightly needling it in. Then with a tuft of red, I'm shaping the back and the tail of the seahorse, again very lightly so that I can make adjustments, and merging it with the yellow. I keep working in this way, adding other colours, lines and dots, just lightly needling as I go until I feel the shape and detail is good. Every now and then I peel it off the pad, and after more concentrated needling you can see the shadow on the other side, which shows that it's integrated into the felt. Once I'm happy with the design, I'll give it a whole thorough going over and making sure that all the fibres are well integrated. Lettering can be fun too. Something to be aware of is what I call creep, which is basically the dyed wool fibres shrinking in length. You need to allow for the undulation of the wool tops as you needle them in more firmly. And this is particularly so when needling curves and small shapes like lettering. But remember that you can pull the fibres out and adjust them until you're happy. I hope you love this experience and share the joy with anyone who's lucky enough to receive your felt postcard. And do take a look at my other unique kits on the website.